Okay, when you get to Hackerrank, you need to go in this side, the developers side. It's the companies that pay to kind of set challenges and use it in their recruitment process. You need to sign up for a developer. Now, I was communicating with Hackerrank over the summer holidays, August time, and they gave me a free trial for this, but I've never actually signed into that side. I was quite confused by it actually. So hopefully my account is still a normal developer's account. So you need to sign up there on this side. I'm just going to log in with my Google. And then we should be in. So from this home page, I go to administration, and that's where I can look at any challenges I've made. So earlier on this year, I was using this Hackerrank for Repl.it style contests for VB, because Repl.it doesn't have VB. So now I've started my Python course, and I'm going to try and port the stuff over from Repl.it. So this is the contest. It's actually got a slug, a URL. So it's worth thinking about that. I'd forgotten about that actually. You can edit it, but I think at some stage it kind of firmed up after a couple of days. Anyway, you set your contest detail. I put there was no end time because it's not really a contest. It's just a kind of ongoing assessment. Organization name. I haven't managed to do anything with that. I just wrote our school name in, but it wasn't kind of on the verified list of schools. And then you click on the next tab, look at the challenges. Now, if you want to add a challenge, now I was wanting to do linear search, so I simply typed in linear search, and it will come up with a whole load of previously created linear search algorithms. Now, these two were on about finding a character in a string, whereas I wanted to do an array one, so I went and authored that array challenge. And it says to author a challenge, click here. Well, which isn't particularly easy to find, but so if you go into here, I'm just going to show you. Can I edit it? Edit challenge. There we go. So there's a lot of repetition in this top end. I found it a little bit confusing because you describe the problem and then you give a problem statement, and it's fairly straightforward. If you've got an example to go by, you've got to put a tag in as well, and I just typed something in there. So then once you've done your kind of problem statement, you go to test cases, and adding a test case is simple like this. You put the name of the test case, input and output data. If you choose it to be a sample one, then that is shown on the coding window, and you don't get any waiting for that, for solving those problems. It's the hidden problems that I mean, you could change that. You could manually alter those. Now, the other issue I've had is with code stubs, which is, giving them a bit of code to start with, and I just don't really understand this bit. I try. In fact, you're not allowed to do it for VB. That's what I was communicating about with them. I don't really understand that bit. I'll just move on. Let me go back to this. How do I get back to showing you the code? Let me just go this way. Let me show you the final the screen that the students see. I have had issues when you've finished editing and you say preview the problem, it just doesn't work. That preview button just doesn't work, which was annoying. But here is the output. So here's the two sample cases. This was a list of most common girls' names in the UK. So Maeve is on the list and Sarah is not on the list. So you start writing your code in here, and then you just run the code, and it will run Maeve and Sarah and tell you the output to that. And then when you finally want to submit the code, click that button, and it'll go through all the test cases and give you a score. Hackerrank is definitely geared up towards people doing competitions, rather than students.